Yes, everybody, what is going on? We are back. Finally back. That's right, it's me, Captain Vibes Days. We live back, and you should still already know what it is. I'm finally back off of my YouTube hiatus. Now, some of you know, not all of you, but yeah, I put on my personal page, fan page, my Twitter, everything like that. Even in a recent Bleach video in the comment section below about my situation as of while I was on hiatus. It's because, of course, you know, AT&T, their whole movie order, their customer service pissed me the fuck off, excuse my French. But I want to give a special thanks out to my fans who actually worked at AT&T. They were doing everything in their power to help me out with the situation. I do appreciate that. Now, yes, naturally, you know, this camera picks up, you know, other sound very well. You know, I have to temporarily cut the air off because that would have been kind of distracting. So it's kind of hot up in this motivator. So, man, gotta get back in the groove of things. I already put down below the absence of this Ichigo picture. But man, recently Bleach, man. Alright. Bleach has been getting, what's the word I'm looking for? It's been getting just off the wall and crazy and just more, a little bit extra bizarre, you know. It got me just asking more questions like what the hell is going on? Like just some random ass things that's going on in these chapters. Especially last week with the rub dials. Naturally, I knew. I already knew, okay? We have Toshiro versus Miyuri. I knew Miyuri was going to win that one. Already knew it. And I think whatever he injected in Toshiro, that was like a cure. I'm pretty sure. But then out of nowhere, when we see Rangiku, Rose, and Kensei show up, I'm thinking to myself, more zombies. Like they need to stop this problem at the source, alright? They really need to, because this is going to keep on happening. Keep on happening. And I did mention that to Charles' Anime World. I'm thinking like, damn, I want to buy Kensei and Rose, seeing as how they're dead, now they're zombies. Now Rangiku, who knows, maybe she's dead, maybe she isn't. I don't think she is dead, because let's not forget, you know, Starlight Z, you know, that blood, the Snow Reaper doesn't have to be dead. She can just flick it on them, bam. So Rangiku may have been fatigued and laid out or whatnot, just knocked out, and she went ahead, flicked the blood on her, bam, like that. But then we see Miyuri call out Loopy and Thunder Witch, the rest of the Rancor clique, to fight them. And to be honest, at that point in the chapter, I'm thinking to myself like, okay, now this is gonna get just prolonged even more. Now this is gonna get divided into even more fights. All right, we see Thunder Witch versus Rose and Loopy versus Rangiku. I'm like, come on, man. To be honest, I did not want to completely see that. Now there was 1%. You know, Kensei is my boy. Zombie or not, he's my boy. Even though it's still messed up how he got done in, man, by Mucho Flex, but he's still my boy. So 1% of me didn't want to see how he would take on that Rancor, but to see the power gap difference, I'm like, okay, between all three, you know, Rangiku, Kensei and Rose, I'm thinking like, okay, how's this really gonna play out? But overall, I'm like, come on, man. Then when it goes to the next scene, that really messed me up out of the chapter. When we see Candace, Nana, and the Detroit Quincy laid out, and Byakuya took all three of them out. Nah, okay, this is the thing right here, because I read a lot of reactions to this part of the chapter, and people were furious. There are some people who were on the defensive, and some people were furious. This is how I look at it, alright? After I calmed down, reread the chapter, sat and had to think about, like, okay, let me think about these things. The main issue here, and this is my issue as well, it happened off panel. That's the thing. And it makes you wonder, was this all three at once? Or was it after he just took out Nana, bam, he went to Candace, and bam, then he went to Detroit Quincy? Was it like that? But my whole thing about it is, you know, it's not so much a surprise with Candace being laid out. You know, Candace, come on now. I mean, this is number one, Byakuya, he was never weak. Then he had his complete training up in the Royal Palace, which just now he's at his full potential. So him taking on Candace, I was like, whatever. But Nana and Detroit Quincy, it's like, man, well, what about, you know, the full explanation of their abilities? You know, well, we already know what Candace is about, but you know, the other two, I'm like, what the hell is that about? Now, some people will say, well, no one flipped out when Kenpachi showed up with 3 Star Knights skewered on his Zanpakuto during the first invasion. But see, the difference is with that, at least when he got to talking about it, Kubo drew previous panels of quick little scenes of the battle. You know, how Jerome, turned to the roaring gorilla, and he explained that ability in Kenpachi show, how he just killed him. Same thing with the other two. And I believe her name, Candace or Bernice, I forget the damn chick name, but Kenpachi just ripped her throat out or cut her throat open. But I think that's the difference right there. And I think you still have some Kenpachi fans who love Kenpachi way more than Byakuya. So seeing Kenpachi take out 3 Star Knights, that's, pretty expected with Kenpachi. And this is before his training. But we see now with Byakuya, you still have some people that think like, man, I don't know, even with this Royal Guard training, Byakuya can't take out 3 Star Knights at once. But like I said, Candace, I can see him taking out Candace like that. It's just the fact that it happened off panel. Now, Kubo realizes this. He does. So I'm thinking these two things, whether they're not dead, even though Candace, she really looked dead. I mean, face down, blood coming from the head. So whether Kubo has it to where they're not dead or they're going to get brought back as zombies. And to be honest, man, I'm getting kind of tired of the zombie thing, man. I am. So if they get brought back as zombies, this should be the last zombie thing. I mean, damn. They're trying to turn this to The Walking Dead or something. But with Hisagi, that really threw me off. He said he defeated 1 Star Knight. Who? I don't know. Maybe it was just the fact that he was saying that because he was under Pepe's love influence. And then Byakuya, he can see through it. That's what I did like. How was he able to see through it? And this Byakuya Kuchiki. Maybe, he knows his team members. Even though Hisagi is not part of his squad, he still knows his fellow comrades. And right there, we see, okay, Pepe is coming into the mix. He really is. But overall, with that chapter, I mean, yeah, the pacing was good, but the things that happened in it, I wasn't completely satisfied with. I wasn't cool with. So, on to this week, Rub Dolls 2. Pepe, this Star Knight L, the love. You know what? Again, we have another stupid character, another stupid looking Star Knight who ability and looks I don't care about at all. Alright? Overall, now as a reviewer, yes, we got an explanation of an ability. We got to see a final holy form. It was action and whatnot. But my thing is, damn, it seemed kind of familiar with Byakuya taking on his opponent. You all know what I'm talking about. It's Spider number 7, Zamari. Yeah. I mean, but now this is the thing. It's not a complete ripoff. It may seem similar, Pepe's ability and Zamari's ability. See, Zamari, whatever he looks at, he can control it. He can make it do what he want to do. When Pepe hits you with his love, you're just fighting for him. You love him so much. He goes to give on an explanation. He said love is powerful. People will fight for the love of their family, their country, their God, whatever. They would do it for love. And on a serious tip, I have witnessed it, and yet love can make people do some crazy things. But anyway, it's not like he's literally controlling, like making their arms do this and you take this step forward. He's just making them love him so much they're going to fight for him. And it's crazy, he's like trying to come out on top. Alright, he's even hitting his other allies with this ability, having them fight amongst each other. I mean, and that should be expected when you have groups and cliques. I mean, you have a little bit of rebel, like Grimjaw. He was more of a rebel in the Espada group. And then, you have, Aizen, he never really considered himself a real Soul Reaper down with the Gote 13, but we see how he defected towards things. Gin Tosin, we all know how it is. So it was expected to see a Star Knight out of a clique that's just, want to go against everyone else. Especially, we still don't know what Knock LeVar's up to. Where the hell is he at? But anyway, it's crazy what he did with Byakuya Zanpakuto. Okay, you see, it looked like he went to shoot another heart projectile at him. Byakuya blocked it with his Zanpakuto. And the Zanpakuto spirit has a heart. So it went to attack Byakuya. Byakuya threw it. And we see Hisagi went to grab it. And the thing is, before that, he even stabbed Hisagi. It looked like Byakuya, I don't know if he was thinking back to the fight of Zamari. He was thinking like, okay, you simply control him. If I could just immobilize what you're controlling, bam, it's over. But the thing is, he didn't kill Hisagi. He didn't want to kill Hisagi. He just wanted to damage him. But the thing is, like Pepe said, when you love someone so much, love will make you even just overcome the most just horrendous obstacles. So I guess even being stabbed in the stomach by Byakuya Zanpakuto, that wasn't going to keep Hisagi down. Another thing, with Hisagi using Byakuya Zanpakuto, like, how is it that he's able to do that? I recall in the Bleach interview, Kubo clearly stated that another Soul Reaper cannot use another Soul Reaper's Zanpakuto. Like, it would actually feel heavy. Like, if Renji and Ichigo to use other Zanpakuto, like, damn. Can't believe I'm forgetting this, Zabimaru. Yeah, it would be heavy to Ichigo, you know, Zabimaru. Or maybe he meant in the sense that they can't activate the Shikai, you know, because clearly we didn't see Asagi say scatter, you know, we didn't see that. But Byakuya, like he said, he can only do so much on defensive without the Zanpakuto with the hand-to-hand. And he didn't want to use Kido because he would probably kill Hisagi. So we see at that point, he gets hit by the love projectile of Pepe. And we see, like Byakuya said, so your ability won't work on something that has no heart, or that's heartless, you know, or doesn't love anything. And as we see, as Byakuya, because it didn't work on Byakuya. But Pepe gets pissed, all right? And he goes into his final holy form. You know what? Freaking Mucho Flex and Pepe, alright, has to be some of the most dumbest looking Bleach characters I've ever seen, ever. Characters, period, also, but also just within Bleach. Look at that final holy form. I said, what the hell is this, man? And then he gets the love rope. He had Byakuya with that. And then what was just eerie and was crazy. I mean, but you got to give Kubo credit for having these Star Knights. You know, since they're Quincy's, they have their own unique signature style of bow. They summon them in a different way. They have a different look. He pulls the bow and arrow out of his mouth. And that one panel looks eerie, man. I'm sorry, at the very bottom, where it's kind of zoomed in, he's pulling it back. Just the way his face looks, that just looks eerie. But it's, what is it, God's love? Come on, man. And he goes to attack Byakuya. And then he gets drop kicked in the face. And who do we see? Kensei and Rose. But we see that there's a difference in them. You know, they have this paint, right? Like these markings. So, what are my predictions on that? I think Mayuri, he injected with the medicine. Because we see they didn't attack Byakuya. They attacked Pepe. And so maybe, like I said, Mayuri injecting with that medicine, maybe they're semi-cured or they're under his control or influence and they're going to help Byakuya. Or maybe they're not cured. Alright, maybe that's not what Yuri's doing. Maybe it's just the fact that, Star Knight Z went ahead and was like, oh, he gonna cause this chaos amongst others. I'm gonna have my zombie captains go attack him. It could be that. But overall, Volp Dials 2, I mean, overall chapter-wise, we got full explanation of abilities. We got to see a final holy form. The pacing was cool. But yet, the craziness, the off-the-wallness, I mean, this battle, this war is, to me, is getting just extra bizarre out of hand more than the fake Kudakara Town arc. I mean, that battle. It's just, now I'm ready to go back to the Royal Palace. I really am. I mean, now I'm thinking to myself, so now what? We get these fights that look like they're going to start and initiate, and then out of nowhere, they get interrupted and get prolonged and picked up with another person fighting this other battle. I mean, it's like, it's all over the place. But overall, man, damn. So what's going to be of Toshiro? What's going to be of Rangiku? Is Kenpachi still laid out? What's up with, damn. See, it's been such a damn while. What's up with Kenpachi's lieutenant? You know, we haven't seen her in such a long time. I don't know if she's still dead or not. Now, that'd be messed up if she came out as a zombie. Like, damn, like, come on now. But I don't know. Next week, though, I think it may be all over the place, but it may probably go back to the Royal Palace. That's what I'm actually hoping, because this is right here is getting crazy, man. So overall, it was good to see my boy Byakuya, you know, with some screen time, but Pepe, no. Oh yeah, what's up with the eyes? Now we see, look at Hisagi's eyes, and then go back and look at Jadambo's eyes when he was under Pepe's influence. You see Jadambo, his eyes are just all white, like they're just rolling back his head. You can clearly tell he was under that type of spell, but the case with Hisagi, it wasn't like that. So, that's it, Elites. Damn, it feels good to be back. Give me your thoughts, comments, and concerns. I'm back at it. See you all next week. Let me know if you think Pepe is pretty cool or he has a cool ability. Do you think those 3 stars are actually dead? And do you actually think Rose and Kensei are there to help Byakuya or not? It's me, Captain Vaz. Thank you all so much. See you all next week. Signing out.